So here we are in 2023. And I want you to understand that one of the reasons why black people are leaving the black churches, by the way, that's right, Alicia, I'm sorry, I forgot, and I meant to mention that, the slave Bibles. They were given slave Bibles. And in the slave Bibles, massive amounts of scripture was removed, right? Massive amounts of the scripture was removed, and only those portions that seemed to condone slavery were left in. And so what I want you to understand is that for the African American experience, for the slave experience, doctrine, prophecy was not something that it was about the now, and it was about connecting with God on the level of emotion, on the level of feeling. Are y'all following? But here we are now in 2023. So here we are.
All right, hey, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakahakwadash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect out there. This is the brother Yeshaya, and this video, I just had some of my spirit, the apostles and other bishops and brothers been going in on, the Christian church, and man, oh man, all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua once again, because we're chanting Babylon down, and man, just be able to tell this devil to his face that his society is about to collapse, that him and his descendants are all going into slavery. The truth of the Bible, man, it's all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But I wanted to dissect a couple things that occurred in this video. Slakia. And of course, that's 2023, so roughly 3 years ago. Never mind that. But the message of it is the dude was basically saying that, he was telling the truth about the Christian Bible, the slave Bible. Okay, and that's why Apostle Tahar deems it slavery Christianity, plantation Christianity. All right, plantation Christianity. And y'all gotta excuse me. I'm getting my brain back together. I've been experiencing some major fog lately, but fighting through it. I'm doing the herbs and drinking more water. Not drinking. So we're gonna see. And I'm on a detox as well. So we're gonna see how that goes. But anyway, not to go on a tangent about myself. We were fed. This was the religion, okay, that we were given after we were stripped, all right, from our heritage. All right, man, let's go to that, man. We were stripped from our heritage, and what was the focal point, or what was the basis of that? It was that slave Bible, man. It was that slave Bible, man. All right, let's see. This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gave it over to Satan, and Satan he's operating through this earth right now through E. All right. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's what they did, roughly 1619 on up. Before that, Gad was going through it, and the northern tribe, the rest of the northern kingdom, all right, when they left Assyria to come over here to serve our power. But man, this is beautiful knowledge, man. But to get back into focus, this is what that man did, and the focal point, or the basis of this oppression and taking away of a heritage and slavery, was that plantation, that slave Bible, man, where they took out, first of all, they messed with the book. All right, what does the scripture say about that? Right, brothers already know where I'm going with it. Revelation. Revelation 22 and 19. If any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. But, Esau is not written in the book of life. This is only talking about Israelites, but, just to use that to, drive home the point that, the Lord doesn't look lightly upon, the taking away or the addition of his book. Okay. So, yeah. And that's a beautiful point. That's why I picked that short to do this video with, because he was on point with it. And, you should have a disdain for the Christian church if you're a so-called Black, Latino, or Native American, if you knew anything about your history. Okay. Not even going into the Bible. You should know about your history, slavery. They put the movies out there, and they be having the slave Bible. Okay. With Nat Turner. But he actually read, a scripture that I believe he had a slave Bible, but the Lord had it to where the Lord had it slip past their minds, let the saints cry upon their beds, lie upon their beds with the dual-edged sword in their hand. Let me get it. Yeah, that's how the Lord did it, man. If I could find it, it's either Psalms 147 or Psalms 149. I think it's 147. Nah, it's 149. Yeah, 149, and I'm gonna read the whole thing. It's only 9 verses. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Sing unto the Lord, Yahweh, a new song, and his praise in the congregation of his saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and the harp. For the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and the punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Wow. And, if it went past the radar, through the spirit, our people knew what he was talking about, you know? And man, oh man, I just got that through the spirit. And call Harlot Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, so just adding a couple pre's, Acts 7:48. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool. What house will ye build me, saith the Lord, or what is the place of my rest? Now, of course, we had temples built. Okay, so don't get it twisted. We had the first, second, and third temple. Well, yeah, we're the new temple, right? But we had the temples built, and that was a place to, like a holy place that we can meet with the Lord. And you had the holies of the holies. You had the priests, going in and out, and the very high priest, Aaron and the very high priest, they would go in and actually deal with Yahweh the Spirit. Okay, his presence would be, with the priest. All right, so it was a holy thing, but these people, they done took it and twisted it. Okay, and they made it into harlot houses. And one of the main reasons they made it into harlot houses, if I can get this real fast, they made it by serving idols. Okay, by serving other idols. Acts 17:24. Yeah, the Most High made the earth and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands, neither is worship with man's hands, as though he needed anything, seeing he giveth to all life and breath and all things. So there you go. The Lord doesn't need, all these harlot houses. Okay, up out of here, man. And nothing but wickedness goes on in those churches. So that's how you know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is not there. Okay, all these killings and everything like that, these unalivings, Matthew 18:20, for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Okay, so when me and brothers get together, when brothers get together, period. Okay, that's Yahweh is supping. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is supping with us, man, through what? The word. Okay, going in these dark sayings. Okay, in these parables, the prophecies. All right, that's how he sups with us, man. Okay, you ain't dealing with no Pastor Leroy Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Like what the yeah, man, come on, man. Hennessy and pork chop juice on his breath, man. In the damn pool pit sweating, doing the James Brown. Jeremiah 5:7. How shall I pardon thee for this? Thy children have forsaken me and sworn by them that are no gods. When I had fed them to the full, then they committed adultery and assembled themselves by troops in the harlots' houses. Now, this is going into, our forefathers committing fornication, adultery, okay, worshiping other gods. And they would what? Go into their synagogues, their temples, all right, because the left hand side of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai does nothing but try to replicate Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai on the right hand side. So they have they have rituals, they have places of worship, okay, so and that's what that's about. But you can attribute it to the current day churches, okay, these harlot houses, man, where nothing but wickedness and adultery and pure filth goes in. And guess what? At the top of the damn pew or whatever is a white man, Esau. All right, hates to Jesus Christ, man. That's his, that's his name. We don't even like saying that name. It sounds like it just rolls off the tongue so ugly, man. But yeah. I think I'm gonna end it with that. I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rechah HaKodash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone, and peace, blessings.